This week we'll conclude our planning stages of the SIOP model by looking at meaningful activities, specifically looking at performance tasks based on the GRASP framework. And the GRASP framework includes setting up a performance task with a specific goal. Students will assume certain roles within that performance task. They will also look at the performance task in terms of a particular audience and a situation. And we'll look at the performance task as being based on a certain product, a certain process, and serving a certain purpose. Finally, our performance tasks will be looking at specific standards or criteria that will be explicitly shared and negotiated with the students prior to setting up the performance task. So we'll be looking at that and developing these performance tasks based on your own unit and based on your own particular teaching style and profile of students that you have. And we'll look at supplementary materials within that performance task, looking at the specifics of how maybe hands-on manipulatives might be used, realia, multimedia, demonstrations of different kinds, maybe visuals, and among others, and look at how these different supplementary materials might come together within the learning sequence in preparing our students for that final performance task. We'll also discuss the adaptation of content and how when we set up and help prepare students for the performance task, how we can use scaffolding to look at different ways of helping students or adapting the content. So again, that the content and the language together help enable them to do a better performance at the end of the unit. So we'll look at different ways of using graphic organizers, highlighting text and annotating text, recording text as well, using different technologies, adapting or rewriting text, and we'll specifically look at a Jigsaw text reading technique that will engage learners and again, helping to make content more comprehensible. All of these will be used from a planning stage, planning on reflecting before the first day of class how supplementary materials, adapting content, and also thinking in terms of a final performance task, how all of this can be brought together so that all students are engaged.